This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, what about you? Happy Easter. I just thought I would hop on here like the Easter Bunny and say hello. I know it's been a while and I hope you're having a really lovely weekend, however you choose to spend it, whoever you choose to spend it with. I hope you have time for fun and an open heart for magic, and that all your chocolate is delicious and as plentiful as you would wish. Now, I know we haven't had any new episodes for a while, but I have been thinking, planning, working on all that stuff, and there will be some new episodes coming up very shortly. What I've been doing as well is uploading some of these episodes to YouTube. So if you wanted to listen to them there, you could do. I'll link to that in the show notes. Also, just wanted to say thank you if you've been listening over the last few weeks. Even though I was off air, I could see from my stats that people were still coming in and listening. And I know some of you have told me that you like to go back and listen to some of the older episodes again sometimes. So what's been happening here? Well, I had an interview published in Stylist magazine a few weeks ago. That gave a lovely mention to the podcast, and I know that brought some new listeners here to us. And then one of my books was featured by Woman and Home magazine and featured right next to Oprah, which was wild. Nearly fell off my chair when I saw that. So welcome if you found this podcast through any of those channels. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking around. I realise that other podcasts are available that you could be listening to, but sure, they're also flipping long. So, we haven't got time for that here. Thank you also if you left a rating or a review recently. I've seen that a few of you have done that. I always read those. It's so lovely. If you haven't left a rating or review, then please do, because that's a kind of Easter egg I would really like to have. And huge thank you also to those of you who've bought me a coffee on Ko-fi, because that really does give me such a lift. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Now, one thing that a few people have told me is that they like to listen to this podcast as a kind of a pick-me-up when they're going through hard times, and it helps them then to feel more positive. So moving forward, thinking about all of that, and I'm thinking that I'm definitely going to do 5 episodes along the theme of 5 ways to get through tough times. But before we get to that, I noticed that we're about to enter Stress Awareness Month. So, every month's got its stresses, hasn't it? But in April, we're particularly encouraged to pay attention to stress, where it is in our lives, and how we can deal with that stress better. So I think that's where I'm going to start with a series of episodes around the theme of 5 easy ways to deal with stress. Because as you can tell, I quite like this idea of doing a themed series of episodes all kind of orbiting around the one topic. I'm probably going to be a wee bit more loosey-goosey around the whole 5 minutes thing. So it might be a wee bit longer, might be a wee bit shorter. So it's kind of a ballpark rather than a goal is my thinking now. And the episodes might be once a week. They might be a couple of times a week. That's not really set in stone either. They'll come when they're baked. So just make sure that you're subscribed, and then you'll get them fresh out of the podcasting oven, as it were. Other themes that I'm thinking about coming up in the next season might be confidence and self-esteem, because there's just so much you could say about those things, and they're the kind of universal issues that touch all of our lives in one way or another. But maybe there's a theme that you'd like me to talk about in the next season. What would make it a really valuable 5-minute listen for you? If there's an episode that you want to hear, I will do my best to make it for you. So you can message me on social media, you can email. Details for all of that are in the show notes. So I'm just going to sign off now. I'm sending you large amounts of Easter love. I hope you get some time off and some time for fun this weekend. Be well. I'll talk to you soon.